What happened this morning was a mass murder.
Violence rocks Indianapolis.
This does not appear to be a random act.
7 people shot inside an East Side home. 6 are dead, including a pregnant woman and her unborn child.
What we saw this morning was a different kind of evil.
Neighbors expressing outrage over the senseless act.
We're fed up, we're frustrated.
Now the search for the gunman begins as city leaders make this promise to the community.
Determined to hold those accountable that committed this act.
Justice will be done.
Good evening, I'm Nina Criscolo. We now know the names and ages of the victims in that mass casualty shooting that happened this morning. The murders happened just before 4, just north of 34th and Sherman. Officers arrived on scene at East 36th Street and found a boy with gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where police say he is expected to survive. Then a block and a half away, officers found 5 people shot to death inside a home. 42-year-olds Keezy Childs and Raymond Childs Jr., 18-year-old Elijah Childs, and 13-year-old Rita Childs. Another victim, Kiera Hawkins, was pregnant and also found shot. She was rushed to the hospital where she and her unborn baby boy died. IMPD is calling it the city's largest mass casualty shooting in more than a decade. Let's get right to News 8's Logan Gay with the latest.
IMPD police chief says that these murders were not random and that there may be more than one shooter on the loose. Both the mayor and the police chief say that the community does not deserve this act of violence.
This morning, one or more individuals perpetrated an act of evil in our city.
Mayor Joe HOGSETT calling the murders a terror to our community as city leaders vow to bring justice for the lives lost.
Federal law enforcement are coming for them as I speak.
I don't know what goes through a person's mind. I don't know what kind of lie they listen to in their head that would tell them that pulling the trigger on anybody, but especially on this many people, is the right thing to do. I don't think I really want to know, to be honest with you.
Taylor says the community must join police to ensure this does not happen again, and that no family should have to endure this grief.
I myself am heartbroken for the lives that have been taken too soon, for the young life that's forever been changed, and for the life that never got a chance to start. For the neighborhood left to pick up the pieces.
A member of the community, Ashley Gervitz, says she's concerned about the direction the neighborhood is heading.
We're fed up, we're frustrated, and we need to all sit down at the tables and come together. We can say we care about being one city, but one city is sitting at a decision table together so that we do not have to have another person lose their life or not even have the opportunity to bring life to this world.
The murders come on the heels of an unprecedented year of violence in Indianapolis. 2020's homicide rate reached historic highs. But HOGSETT says this mass murder is a new low for the city.
This morning, the city of Indianapolis was targeted with an act of depravity that has become all too common across the country and will never cease to shock the conscience.
Chief Taylor wants to emphasize that the community does not deserve this and that anyone with any information about the murders should contact Crime Stoppers. In Indianapolis, I'm Logan Gay with TV, with TV.com, and follow us on Facebook.